What's up, YouTube? It's Coach Cory, and I have an exciting announcement to make. The Pro Brawl League is starting up soon. It's a league I co-founded and am helping to sponsor and stream, and it's a competitive Brawl Stars league where the goal is to try and create and push the esports scene in Brawl Stars, and the goal specifically of this league is to try and figure out the best band in the world and in Brawl Stars in general. So with spectating, this allows esports to happen, and esports is really important to me, so I wanted to help create a league to try and push the esports scene in Brawl Stars, and this is my way of doing that, creating the Pro Brawl League. And I'll explain the rules to you guys and how this league works and how you guys can participate in the future as well if you want to, and how you can watch it when it's happening, all of that stuff. Now guys, if you want to stay up to date with what's going on in the league, we do have a Discord, and of course feel free to join it. I'll put a link in the description and in the comments down below. There's also a Twitter for the league, and you can get updates from the Twitter. Additionally, we are also looking for admin to help the league. We need some admin to help run the league and help make sure it runs smoothly. If you want to help out the league, I'll put a link to a form to become an admin in the description and the comments. It's a really simple form, just basically what's your name and why do you want to be an admin. All right, so first off, the first season of the Pro Brawl League is just going to be 8 teams, and those 8 teams are going to be pre-invited. The first season is going to be a little bit of a test season to try and see how things work and to try and figure out any kinks and stuff that needs to be figured out. And then the second season, I'll open up to everyone and we'll do qualifiers, and that way if anyone wants to participate, they can make their own team and they can participate if they choose. Now, as far as the format, there's 2 potential formats, and we're going to be running test tournaments, 2 test tournaments. We're going to test each format to try and see which format we want to do. And this is just for whether it's basically going to be just smash and grab or gem grab, and whether it's going to be a combination of multiple game modes. But no matter which of those formats we're going to do, either way, there's going to be a regular season. So those 8 teams are going to be split up into 2 pools of 4 teams, and each team will play the other teams 2 times for a total of 6 games, and then the top 2 teams from each pool will play each other at the end of the regular season. Those 4 teams will all combine together into the playoffs. Those 4 teams will advance to the playoffs, and those 4 teams will compete to see who is the top team and the winner of the Pro Brawl League. So that's the gist of how the regular season worked, but let's go over those 2 formats. Now, what I think is really interesting, what is great in competitive play for esports is having drafting and bans, and I think that works great with Brawl Stars. So we are incorporating at the least drafting in both of these formats, and I'll explain exactly how that works, and I'll show an example of how that works as well. So for the first format, it's going to be gem grab. So both of these formats consist of 3 best of 3s. So teams face off head to head, and you have to win 2 best of 3s to win the matchup versus the other team. Now, for one format, all of those best of 3s are going to be in gem grab. In the other format, each best of 3 is going to be in a different event. It's going to be 1 best of 3 in gem grab, 1 best of 3 in Brawl Ball, and then if needed, the third best of 3, it will either be in heist or bounty. Now, as I said, there's going to be drafting. So before each match, each team is going to draft what brawlers their team is going to play. So if you draft a brawler, your team has to play that brawler, and the other team can't play that brawler. So for instance, for example, and it will be in snake format. So for instance, one team drafts first, and let's say it's gem grab. They draft Pam. The next team, since it's snake, gets 2 picks. So maybe they go with Ricochet and then Spike. And then the other team gets 2 picks since it's draft, and that's going to be their last 2 picks. And maybe they go with Dynamite and Shelly, and then there's 1 more pick, and the other team gets that pick, of course. And perhaps they go with Crow. So then each team has their 3 brawlers, and you go with those 3 brawlers in the next match. And then you draft after every single match to determine what brawlers you're going to play. It's actually really easy. We have a site set up specifically for this to make it really quick and easy to tell who drafted what and make it a seamless process. And I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So with the gem grab format, there will be bans. So after a best of 3, the team that lost a best of 3 gets the option to ban a brawler, and neither team can use that brawler. So let's say Ricochet and the other team has just been destroying you, and you're just like, all right, look, we don't want to deal with Ricochet. Ricochet's just too good in gem grab, and their Ricochet was outplaying ours. So we're just going to ban Ricochet. Neither team can play Ricochet. That is what you can do. Now, I don't think bans work if the game mode is changing. So in that format, there will be no bans, just drafting. Now, there will be a prize pool for the league. Of course, having a big prize pool always seems important to being a successful esport. So for those test tournaments that also have prizes, they'll have $15 each. And then the league, I'm hoping, will have a much bigger prize. I donated $50 to it. If you guys want to help increase the prize pool, you're more than welcome to, but of course, it's up to you. No pressure. Do whatever you want to do. I'll put a link to that if you want to donate to that as well. Okay, so why don't I show how the drafting works? Okay, here we go. This is the drafting site, clashvariant.com. I'll put a link in the description. If you guys want to try out drafting too, you can do it with your friends. You can do it as well. Don't have to do it for the league. You can do it as you want. All right, so we're both in a match. I started the game. Game starts in 5 seconds. So we each get the opportunity to draft, and there's a timer on how long it takes to pick your brawler. So I have 60 seconds right now to pick a brawler. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pick Ricochet. I know I want Ricochet. So it's snake draft. So I get 1 pick, and now it's his turn. He gets 2 picks, and then I get 2 picks. Then he gets 1. Just try and keep it fair. That way you don't get to just whoever goes first doesn't get a clear advantage. And you can sort of react to what the enemy picks as well. So I can see you got Spike and Nita. Maybe I want to get a thrower, try and get a little bit of range on him. Where's Dynamite? All right, I'm going to pick Dynamite. I think that might be a good draft for me. So now I get another pick as well. I'm going to need a gem carrier, I think. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pick Pam. And again, we each get 60 seconds to pick our pick. And then once we both finish our picks, we get to not decide the winner, but you got to, of course, play the match. Once all the brawlers are picked, so now all the brawlers are picked, waiting for result update. So now we both, after this, we go and play our match, and then let's pretend we already played the match. Let's pretend I won. So I will just go ahead. I'm just going to give myself the victory because I'm going to say that we won. So it shows up. We won the first game. Now we go right ahead into the next draft. As soon as that is done, so now it is his turn to draft, and we're just going to go ahead. We're going to do this really quick. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like once you get to ban a brawler as well. So we'll just finish this draft. We'll do this again. It's going to happen really quick, hopefully. And let me know what you guys think of the drafting process as well. I think this is a really great site, and honestly, it seems really easy to use from the experience I've had with it. Let me know if you guys have any bugs or any problems, though. I am in contact with the developer, so if anything happens, I can let him know. Okay, so now the second draft is over. Let's say I won. So I won the best of 3. So now he gets the opportunity to ban a brawler. Now, of course, if it's the second format where there's no bans, you just click cancel ban, and then there's no ban. So he banned Ricochet. So I think that's a pretty good ban. So I'm not going to go through the rest of this. Actually, here, I'll just skip ahead, and I'll show you what the results page looks like. And I just want to show you guys real quick. As you can see, Ricochet is banned, so I'm unable to pick Ricochet. Says I can try, but then it says brawler already banned. And just so you guys know about how drafting works, if you don't pick a brawler within 60 seconds, it does auto draft for you. So if you don't draft a brawler within the time limit, whatever time limit you set in the league, it will be 60 seconds. It will auto draft for you. All right, so here's the final seconds. I'm just going to show you guys what the auto draft looks like. You get a little warning. The color starts changing, trying to show you, hey, man, you better pick. All right, so 1 second left. Your turn to pick a brawler. Automatically picked. Auto-picked. I got El Primo. Not a great brawler. But, so now this is the end, and I'll show you guys what it looks like at the very end. So now I said that I won. So we won 2 best of 3. So we won the whole match. So now it shows Nova won 2-0 over Team Liquid in this example. And you can also see what brawlers were drafted by each team and in the order they were drafted as well. It goes from left to right as far as pick. And guys, let me know what you think of this draft page as well. I think it's really cool, really well done, and I'm really excited to see this used with the league. I think it's going to be a great addition. Okay, guys, now just to wrap this up, I will put a link to the rules in the description if you guys want to check out all the exact rules. And as far as the teams participating right now, it's 2 RaZe teams, 2 Team Liquid teams, 2 Nova teams, 1 SOAW team, and 1 Omega Esports team. Now, the reason RaZe, Team Liquid, and Nova all have 2 teams is just because, well, to be honest, they occupy the top 8 or top 10 spots of the leaderboard. And I think it's fair that they each get 2 teams, that each organization has at least 5 bans in the top 25. And they just have the most amount of players, and I don't want to gyp all those players that decided to join those organizations. I think it's fair that they get 2 teams each to represent those really big organizations, but I didn't want to be just them, so also there's 2 other teams, in SOAW and in Omega Esports. All right, everyone, well, that was it for my announcement about the Pro Brawl League. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm really excited to have this league going, and it should be streamed every Thursday. Not every Thursday, but it'll probably be on Thursdays. The first match is going to be next Wednesday. That's going to be the first test tournament, so make sure to show up for that. And then the next test tournament is going to be on the 14th, the Thursday the 14th. So really excited for that. The league should start on June 28th. I'm aiming for that to be the start date of the league. Guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later.